All right, let me introduce from the beginning. So this is actually a guidance to your O-level science examination. Uh, so now I'm going to teach you the basic foundation on how you are going to answer your science O-level science paper and what are the steps that you should follow. Since you all are O-level students, you all should have a proper method to study for this science, because most of the students, they are finding it difficult when it comes to the science paper and the maths paper. They find it very difficult at their examination. So I'm going to teach you how you can, the easiest methods that you can follow in order to get a good result at your O level examination. I mean, you can get an A or B pass if you follow this in a proper uh, step, if you follow the proper steps. All right. Okay. Let's go to the next part of this slide. Let's go to the next part of this slide. Okay. Study efficiently tips. How to study effectively. First of all, let me explain you this. Now, these are the, now if you want, you can take up the screenshots, or else once the session is over, I will, you can just drop me your WhatsApp number, or you can drop me a WhatsApp. If you are interested to continue the classes, you can drop me a WhatsApp to this number, which could be seen here, right? You can drop me a WhatsApp to this number, and I will send you this slide to you all, and we can continue the classes in the future. So the first step is that how to study effectively. Okay, so this is the first point. Get organized, carry a homework planner at all times. So now, since y'all are not having, I mean, you're not going to school, y'all, if all the sessions have been held online. Okay, so what you got to do is always remember, when in a subject like science, you should always have some sort of a backup plan. I mean, like, you know, when they give a homework, you should be doing that homework on time, right? That is the main thing. And also pay attention in a class. So you have to always know, when there are science classes, you have to always pay attention, 100% attention during the class. It can be in your private classes, or else it can be in your school or level school science class. Okay, next one is clear of distractions. So when you are studying, when you all are studying, always remember, you all have to clear off distractions. So whenever, even at home, or even when you are doing these online sessions at home, what you have to select, first of all, you have to select a proper place, a proper location where it is clear of distractions. Okay, like distractions in the sense, like there can be a small child closer who is always shouting and who is making noise, or else there can be, it can be your mobile phone, right? You have to clear off all these distractions completely when you are at this time, because since you all are preparing for your ordinary levels examination. Okay, so make sure your notes are complete, because in where I see a lot of students, when I look at their books, okay, when I look at especially the O-level students books, right, their notes are not complete. So that is also a negative side effect, actually, that can cause a side effect for your final examination. Always remember, even now it's not too late. You'll have 3 to 4 months. Even now it's not too late. What you got to do is, you have to get some extra, you have to get the notes, and you all have to start completing your theory notes. All right, and ask questions if you don't understand. So this is the next point that most of the students, they don't think about. So they feel shy in a class. What they do is, they feel really shy to ask questions, right? They feel really shy to ask questions, raise their hand and ask questions from the teacher. So that is actually really a wrong thing, which most of the students follow. Okay, so the next thing is, make a study schedule plan. So you have to work according to a timetable. Next is review notes from class every evening. So once you get a note, right, make it as a habit that each and every day you follow the note, and you review, you go through the notes each and every day on the same day evening. Next is talk to the teacher, keep in touch and obtain their guidance. So always remember, you should be in contact with the teacher. You should be in contact with that subject teacher for any help at any time, right? You should be in contact, and you should clarify any doubts. You should get the proper guidance from that teacher. Okay, the next is, okay, now I'll teach you like how you are going to answer for your examination paper. What is the steps that you are going to answer for your, I mean like how you are going to prepare for your O-level examination paper. So at the very beginning, find a set of past papers. So there is the first thing that you have to follow. I need all of you, I mean like all the students, all the students. Actually now I have a separate batch of around 18 students who are going to face the examination this year. Okay, so once I do some classes for you separately, I will merge you with the other students as well. Okay, so at the very beginning, find a set of past papers. So this all of you would have seen this. There are 10 years of past papers, or either something else, no problem. So you can purchase any type of past papers. It should be minimum of 10 to 15 years, right? 10 to 15 years or 12 years even, it's okay, average. Select a past paper set. Okay, next, step one, let me explain you how you are going to, now this is revision. I am not going to explain you how you are going to write the examination paper. I'm just explaining you how you are going to revise, what is this revision called, right? How you are going to practice revision. The first step is you have to take these past papers and read the structured essay questions of all the past papers, right? So now all of you know in the second part you have 4 structured essay questions. Structured essay means it's something like this, where you get some blanks, empty spaces, where you have to answer it on the paper itself. Okay, so this how you are going to review, how you're going to revise, because now at this time you can't study your grade 10 syllabus and 11 syllabus all together, and you can't face the examination. So now what you got to do is you have to find a shortcut, which is studying or revising through your papers. Okay, so now this structured essay papers, what you do is you read the structured essay questions of all the past papers. So if you're taking from 2000 to 2010 to 2020, right? So all the past paper questions you better revise. You better take all the past paper questions and read the structured essay, right? Read the structured essay questions completely. Okay, and what could you observe? So by when you're reading all the structured essay questions, right, when you're reading all the structured essay questions, you will be able to observe that the same questions are being repeated again and again. Okay, so you can see now if you 2000 paper, right, after in 2003 you can see the same 1 or 2 questions will be added the same way, right? In 2005 again the same questions will be repeated. In 2007 again the same questions will be repeated. So there is a proper, there is a, I mean like a pattern. There is a pattern how they how this paper, how this O-level science paper is designed. Okay, so we have to identify that pattern. So to identify that pattern, you should be able to, first you should read each, don't miss a single word. You should not miss a single word, a single question. Read each and every question very clearly and carefully. Read the structured essay questions of all the past papers very clearly and carefully. Then you could observe the same question are being repeated again and again. The same questions are being repeated again and again. Next, what you got to do is you have to take your science textbooks, the grade 10 and 11, and start answering the structured essay questions. So this is a very good revision process that you can follow, right? You take your, first you take your past papers, right? First you take your past paper book. Okay, you can take your past paper book. Then you select all your structured essay questions, right? You read all the structured essay questions for about 10 years or 12 years. Read it very clearly. Then you can take your textbook and start answering. You can look at the textbook and start answering those questions. You look at the textbooks and then you answer the, it's like an open book test. Okay, you can refer your textbook and then you answer all the structured essay questions. Don't leave a single thing. If you are finding it difficult, you can contact your teacher and you can ask for the answer, and somehow you all better complete all the 10 or 12 years of structured essay questions. Okay, that is the step number 2. The step number 3 is now answer the essay type questions using the same method as before. So the same method is, you after you finish all the structured essay questions, right, what you got to do is you have to take your essay type, part B. The part A of the second paper is the structured essay. Part B is the essay part of your science paper. So what you got to do is you have to select all the essay questions, right? All the essay questions of your past papers, and the same way take out your textbooks, because most of the questions are taken from the grade 10 syllabus. Okay, most of the structured essay questions are taken from the grade 10 syllabus, so you should always have your textbooks in your hand. The grade 10 and the grade 11 textbooks, you should have it in your hand. And now you can answer all the essay type questions using your textbook. Don't try to answer it alone, right? Take your textbook, refer all the pages of the textbook, look at the answer from the textbook and copy it onto a fresh paper. You can write, okay, now this is O-level paper from 2018. You can write 2018 O-level science paper, part B, and write the question number and write all the answers from the textbook. Clear? Right. The next thing, what you got to do is finally attend to the multiple choice question. So now why did I now actually this multiple choice question is the question paper at the beginning. So why did I tell you to answer it at last? Because if you are facing the exam, you have to answer the MCQ at the beginning, but now it's a revision process, so you have to go from the back. Okay, so now when you answer the structured essay questions and essay questions, you will have quite, your knowledge will increase around 70 to 80%. Your knowledge on the subject will increase. So with that knowledge, what you got to do is you have to attend to the multiple choice questions. That also you can do the same way. You can, before you look at the textbook, what you got to do is you just try to answer it alone. You will be able to answer. You will be able to answer. First you answer, there are 40 questions in your O-level paper. So you answer this 40 questions. You select one paper for a day, or two papers you can do, two MCQs for a day you can do. Okay, you select two MCQs papers for a day, or else even one is enough. Okay, you take one MCQ paper, you start answering all the 40 MCQs, check for the answers, then automatically you will be able to see the progress that you have gained by attending the completing your structured essay and essay questions. But remember, at the beginning itself, you all don't take your MCQ papers. If you all are going to start up a revision from today onwards, if you all are going to start a revision process, clearly do not take your MCQ papers at the beginning itself, right? Keep your MCQ papers at to the end and start your structured essay, then your essay, and finally you can, when your examination is close by, you can start attending the MCQ paper. So this one should come at last. So now when you are answering this structured essay, MCQ paper, you will find it very easy. Now this would seem very easy, right? Because why? You have attended the structured essay and you have also completed the essay type questions. So now this would be very easy for to answer the 40 MCQ questions, multiple choice questions. All right. Next, the fifth step that you go to follow is on the revision process, attend to the provincial papers and try to answer the questions in a similar pattern as done before. Now you have completed around 10-12 years of past papers, O-level past papers, and now what you got to do is, now you can see this is the Provincial Education Department, Northern Province, third term exam. So you can get all these papers are available in the internet, or else you can go to a bookshop. Right now this is the right time for grade 11 students. This is the right time for you all to go, and you all should have this, go to a bookshop and buy these provincial papers. You have, right, they have printed and it's for sale. You buy 2 or 3 sets of books, okay, come home and you better attend to these provincial papers the same way I told you all how you're going to do the O-level past papers. Same way you have to do it. First the structured essay, then the essay, and finally the multiple choice questions. Right, so now here, so can you tell me, now there are two students, can you tell me, Kidushan, can you tell me what are your doubts actually now, since you're a grade 11 student, like what is your idea on this? How do you feel it? Like what is your plan for exam?
So it means to the paper or the subject.
To the subject, what is your, can you tell me your view on this subject?
Uh, so I have some doubts regarding the chemistry part.
Okay.
and physics part.
Okay.
And I have been revising the grade 10 chapters until the chapter 11.
Okay.
In grade 11, I have been studying until chapter 5,
Okay.
and chapter 6, that biology things that are a bit hard for me.
Okay. You mean the
And
body systems and all these things, right?
yes, yeah,
Okay.
and that's also.
That's all. Okay, fine. So now, since your examination is on December, so what we're going to do is we have to have a proper, I mean, like a fast track revision process. I think, who is Shamrika? Can you just introduce yourself to me, please? Shamrika? You can just introduce yourself. I mean, like, what's your name and what is your school, your grade?
So I'm Chandrika.
Okay.
I'm from Matale
Okay.
and I'm studying in Amnagar Session School.
All right. Okay. You're in grade 11 or 10?
11th, sir.
Okay, good. So actually now, what is your view, Shamrika? What is your view on, I mean, like on this science subject? What do you feel? Is it difficult or easy?
I mostly like physics and chemistry,
All
but
right.
it's difficult to memorize and all biology.
Okay, okay. So what I will be doing is like I will be guiding you all, right? If you are interested to continue my sessions, I mean like classes. So we have classes online. I mean like it's very simple. I will teach you the simple methods of how you got to answer this paper. And now I will take you a small ride on this on a model on a O-level paper, right? How the structure, and I'll explain you how you are going to answer this. Now I just went through this slide and I told you all like the steps that you all have to revise. This is the revision steps that you all have to follow, right? These are the revision steps that you all have to follow. And so let me share you another slide on this past papers. Now, can all of you all see this paper? Both of you, can you all see this paper?
No, sir.
Can't you all see the sharing?
We can see that my computer, sir, but not the paper.
Okay. Now?
No, okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the paper that you could see here? What is the paper, students?
2018 past paper.
2018 O-level past paper, right? So now here you have, first of all, remember that for the revision process, I'm telling you, okay? So I told you that MCQ comes last. So here you got, you have 40 MCQs over here, right? I'll teach you in the future. I will teach you how you could select. Now, always remember, the more people go wrong, the more and the most easiest method of scoring at your exam is the MCQ, okay? Because you get 1 mark for 1 question, right? So, and also remember that the answers are already given, okay? The answers are already given. So why I told you to first finish your structured essay in a revision process, why I told you to finish the structured essay and essay is that when you are reading the textbook several times, automatically you will come across these answers, right? You will know the answers for the MCQ questions, because they are in an MCQ, right? Always remember the answers are given. So only thing is, except for the physics part, you have to do some calculations, right? Apart from physics, even some chemistry, you have some calculations, right? When it comes to finding concentration and all these things, you have some calculations. Apart from that, when you consider biology, it's 100% theoretical. So if you are familiar with these terms, now for example, Cycus, Pinus, Salvinia, if you know these names, if you know these terms, definitely it's easy for you to get the answer, right? So this, you have 40 MCQs, right? In a paper you have 40 MCQs. Let's go down, right? And it goes down. Once the 40 is complete, yes, now you go to the second part. Part 2, you got 3 hours, right? Part 2, you have 3 hours. And here, always remember, many people, they fail to read this part, okay, the instruction part. So write your answers in neat handwriting. So this also will reduce your marks. That is a must, okay, many people, because always remember this paper marking is not computerized, okay, it is marked manually by just like us, a human being like us. So what you do is, the handwriting should be very clear in order for the examiner to understand and to mark it. Okay, sometimes your answer might be correct, but due to your handwriting, untidy handwriting, they can mark it as wrong. Answer the 4 questions in part A in the space provided. So some students, a few students, what they do is, they think that this space is not enough, and what they do is they attach another paper, they answer and they attach another paper. Actually, you won't get marks in that case, okay, because they have given you a space and they expect you to write your answers exactly in this given space. Okay, that means you have to summarize your answer and write it accurately in this given space. So they expect that to happen through you. So if you write the long answers in a half sheet and or full scap and attach it, you won't get marks. Of the 5 questions in part B, answer 3. So in part B means the essay part. Okay, you have 5 questions. Out of that, you can remove or leave 2 questions, and you have to answer 3 questions. After answering, type part A and the answer script of part B. Here you can see the type part A. That means you have to answer the part A, the structured essay, on the paper itself, and the answer script of part B. So answer script should, the part B should be answered in a full scan. Okay, so let's go on to the essay part. Now these are the 4 structured, the third structured essay. Everything should be answered on the paper itself, right? And the next one, part B. You can see of the questions 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, answer 3 questions only. Okay, you can answer 3 questions out of this 5 questions. Okay, so you can score, you have the freedom to select, because all these 5 questions are different from one another. It has been taken, the questions have been formed from different chapters of grade 10 and grade 11. They merge both together and they create these questions. So if you can select 3 questions which you are familiar with, that means which you can answer, which you're confident enough to answer, you can attend to only those. You can select 3 questions and attend to those questions. Clear?